Still farming Chaos Armor with blind luck? Getting one piece every 5 hours? There's a guaranteed method that gives you 3 to 4 Chaos Armors per hour, and most players don't even know about it. Today I'm breaking down the reputation farming loop that turns Chaos Armor from rare drops into guaranteed rewards. From seasonal blessings setup to the exact farming route, this guide will transform how you gear your character in Season 10. What is Chaos Armor and why it matters? Chaos Armor is Season 10's game changer. These are upgraded versions of existing unique items that can drop in different gear slots than normal. That Fists of Fate you usually get as gloves? Now it can drop as a helm, chest, pants, or boots. Here's why they're broken. Chaos Armor always drops with maximum roll values on all stats. Every single one has at least one greater affix guaranteed. And most importantly, they let you stack uniques that were impossible to combine before. Think about it. You can now wear multiple build-defining uniques simultaneously because they appear in different slots. This opens up completely new build possibilities that didn't exist before Season 10. The catch? They only drop in Torment 1 and above, and the drop rates are pretty bad if you're farming randomly. But with the right method, you can get guaranteed drops every 30 minutes. Seasonal Blessings setup. This is critical. Before you farm a single Chaos Armor, you need to set up your seasonal blessings correctly. This is the foundation of everything. Urn of Chaos Armor. Max this first. When maxed, every greater infernal cache you open is guaranteed to drop a Chaos Armor. Without this maxed, you're gambling on RNG. With it maxed, you're getting guaranteed pieces. This is non-negotiable. Urn of Reputation, max this second. It increases your reputation gains by 20%, which means fewer runs to hit the 110,000 reputation threshold for caches. This compounds over time and saves hours. Urn of Chaos Nightmares. Third priority, gives you extra nightmare sigils with Chaos Rift affixes, increasing your Chaos Rift encounters. More rifts equals more infernal warp, equals faster reputation gains. You get smoldering ashes from the season journey. Focus on progressing through seasonal objectives early to stockpile ashes. If you haven't maxed Urn of Chaos Armor yet, you can temporarily move points from other blessings before opening caches. It costs almost nothing to respec, so always make sure that Urn is maxed when you're opening greater infernal caches. The reputation farming loop, guaranteed Chaos Armor. This is the method that changes everything. Instead of hoping for random drops, we're farming reputation to unlock guaranteed caches. Here's how it works. You need 110,000 reputation to unlock a greater infernal cache. With Urn of Chaos Armor maxed, that cache is guaranteed to drop a Chaos Armor piece. The loop is simple. Farm Infernal Warp, trade it for donation scrolls, use scrolls for reputation, claim cache. Repeat. Step 1. Farm Chaos Rifts and Helltides. Helltides spawn Chaos Rifts constantly. When you seal a Chaos Rift, you get Infernal Warp as a reward. During the Rift encounter, enemies drop extra warp when the purple buff is active. This is when you want to maximize kills. Target high-density areas in Helltides. Don't waste time traveling between spread-out rifts. Pick a dense zone and farm the rifts that spawn there. You should be collecting 5,000 to 6,000 Infernal Warp per hour with efficient farming. Step 2. Trade warp for donation scrolls. Head to the seasonal vendor in Yelesna. Trade your Infernal Warp for donation scrolls. Each scroll costs a specific amount of warp. Make sure you're trading efficiently. Keep your inventory clean. A full bag will stall the entire loop since you won't have space for scrolls or drops. Step 3. Use scrolls for reputation. At the seasonal reputation board, use your donation scrolls. Each scroll gives approximately 6,000 reputation. Do the math, you need about 18 to 20 scrolls to hit 110,000 reputation for a cache. Step 4. Claim Greater Infernal Cache. Once you hit 110,000 reputation, claim your Greater Infernal Cache. With Urn of Chaos Armor maxed, this is a guaranteed Chaos Armor drop. Open it immediately, equip or stash the piece, then start the loop again. This method gives you 3 to 4 guaranteed Chaos Armor pieces per hour. It's consistent, predictable, and way faster than random farming. Alternative methods. Infernal Hordes. Infernal Hordes is another strong option, especially if you prefer boss encounters over rift farming. Bartuc, the final boss of Infernal Hordes, has a guaranteed Chaos Armor drop chance in Torment 3 and Torment 4. Torment 1 and 2 have a chance but aren't guaranteed. If you're farming Hordes, push to at least Torment 3 for the guaranteed drops. Each Hordes run takes about 10 to 15 minutes, depending on your build and efficiency. You're getting 1 guaranteed Chaos Armor per successful run in Torment 3+, which works out to roughly 3 to 6 pieces per hour if you're fast. The downside? Infernal Hordes requires infernal compasses to enter, and you're limited by how many compasses you have. The Reputation loop doesn't have this limitation. You can farm warp infinitely as long as Helltides are active. Nightmare dungeons with Chaos Rift affix. This is a hybrid approach that works well if you're already farming Nightmare dungeons for other reasons. Some Nightmare sigils roll with the Chaos Rift affix. These dungeons are guaranteed to spawn Chaos Rifts inside. You're killing two birds with one stone, progressing through Nightmare dungeons while also farming warp and getting Chaos armor drop chances. The Chaos Rifts inside Nightmare dungeons follow the same mechanics as Helltide Rifts. Seal the rift for warp, farm enemies during the purple buff for bonus warp, contribute to your reputation gains. Mythic Chaos Rifts are rare variants that spawn in Torment difficulties. These give significantly better rewards and higher warp amounts. If you encounter one, prioritize it. Which Torment tier should you farm? This is important. Higher Torment tiers don't necessarily mean better Chaos armor drop rates from normal content. The difference between Torment 1 and Torment 4 is the amount of total loot and guaranteed drop situations, not the inherent drop chance. However, Torment 4 gives you more loot overall, which means more chances at Chaos armor from random drops. Bartuc in Torment 4 has guaranteed drops where lower tiers don't. Mythic Chaos Rifts are more common in Torment 4. The real question is, what can you farm efficiently? If you're dying constantly in Torment 4 and runs take forever, you're better off speed farming Torment 2 or 3. 3 fast Torment, 2 runs beat 1 slow Torment, 4 death-filled run. Find your sweet spot. Can you clear content quickly without dying? That's your farming tier. For most players with decent builds, Torment 3 is the efficiency sweet spot. Build optimization for Chaos armor farming. Speed is everything when farming Chaos armor. The faster you clear rifts and move between spawns, the more warp you collect, the more caches you unlock. Movement speed is your top priority. Stack movement speed on boots and amulet, 15 to 20% movement speed minimum. Some builds can push 25 to 30% with the right setup. Cooldown reduction for movement skills. If your class has a dash or teleport, max out cooldown reduction so you're spam dashing between rifts. Sorcerer with perma teleport is god tier for this. Spiritborn evade builds are also excellent. AoE damage for rift clear speed. You don't need single target damage for chaos rifts. You need to delete packs instantly during the purple buff windows. Ball lightning sorcerer, quill volley spiritborn, companion druid, all excellent choices. Survivability basics. You don't need to be ultra tanky, but you shouldn't be dying either. Deaths waste time. Basic defensive layers, some resistances, decent life pool, maybe a defensive skill are enough for Helltide farming. Test your build in low tier Helltides first. Nail your rotation and movement patterns. Then scale to higher tiers when you're confident. Common mistakes that waste time. Mistake number 1, not maxing Urn of Chaos armor before opening caches. You're gambling on RNG when you could have guaranteed drops. Always max that urn. Mistake number 2, farming blind without a route. Running around randomly hoping for rifts is inefficient. Pick a dense Helltide zone and farm it systematically. Mistake number 3, ignoring the purple buff in Chaos Rifts. That buff multiplies warp drops massively. Maximize kills during buff windows. Don't waste time when it's down. Mistake number 4, not trading warp for scrolls regularly. Don't hoard 50,000 warp. Trade it, spend scrolls, get caches. The loop works when you're cycling resources, not sitting on them. Mistake number 5, farming in torment tiers you can't handle. If you're dying constantly or taking 5 minutes per rift, drop down a tier. Speed beats difficulty when farming. Mistake number 6, forgetting to keep elixirs and incense active. These boost your experience and efficiency. Always have at least 1 elixir active while farming. Chaos armor drop location summary. For quick reference, here's everywhere Chaos armor can drop. Guaranteed sources, greater infernal caches, 110,000. Reputation, Urn of Chaos armor maxed. Bartuc boss in Infernal Hordes, Torment 3 and 4. High chance sources, Chaos rifts, Helltides and Nightmare dungeons. Mythic Chaos rifts, rare spawns and Torment difficulties. End of run rewards in Nightmare dungeons with Chaos rift affix. Low chance sources, random drops from Torment difficulty enemies. Whisper caches, very low, not worth targeting. Lair bosses, Duriel and Dariel, etc. Does not drop from regular unique sources pre-Torment world bosses. Focus your time on guaranteed and high chance sources. Random drops will happen naturally while you're doing the efficient farms. How many pieces can you realistically farm? With the reputation loop method, expect 3 to 4 guaranteed Chaos armor pieces per hour. This is consistent and repeatable as long as Helltides are active and you're farming efficiently. With Infernal Hordes and Torment 3+, expect 3 to 6 pieces per hour depending on your clear speed and compass availability. With Nightmare Dungeon Chaos Rift farming, it's harder to estimate because it depends on how often you get the affix and how many rifts spawn per dungeon. Call it 1 to 2 pieces per hour as a baseline, but this should be combined with other goals like glyph leveling. The reputation loop is king for pure Chaos Armor farming efficiency. If you want to fill out your Chaos Armor collection fast, this is the method. That's your complete Chaos Armor farming guide for Season 10. Remember, max earn of Chaos Armor first, farm Chaos Rifts for Infernal Warp, trade Warp for scrolls, get those guaranteed caches. This method turns Chaos Armor from rare lucky drops into predictable, farmable rewards. If this guide helped you, smash that like button and subscribe for more Diablo 4 farming guides. What's the best Chaos Armor piece you've found so far? Drop it in the comments. Join our Discord for more farming strategies and build discussions. Link in the description. Now get out there and fill that stash with Chaos gear.